My studio is at the end of a little terrace. I love actually the winter time. It's really quiet and I feel on another planet. It's a wonderful tiny space where I can completely connect with drawing and shut out the outside world. I live in Wandsworth and New Covent Garden Market is my local market, and it just happens to be the most fabulous market, and it's just extraordinary. It can be the depth of winter, very little going on outside, everything's in hibernation, and you walk into the market and there's colour, there's beautiful blooms, and it's really somewhere I visit quite often because I find it so inspiring. I heard about the huge regeneration project and change that the market is moving for the third time, and I became really interested in this. And I felt I really wanted to create a series of artwork inspired by this location, and it was very important to me to include both the building, the plants, and an element of the architecture. I went many times and I took rubbings from the building. It was very important to me to somehow communicate a bit of the essence of the market. When I first began this project, I felt the flowers were in flux and a constantly evolving, changing, moving landscape. But I now begin to realise that actually the architecture is the changing part. I always wanted to be an artist. I didn't know what type of artist. I think I grew up sort of in the countryside and surrounded by nature, but actually coming to art school in London probably made me notice the nature that I was missing. I really do think drawing is very similar to language, and then you allow people to read your drawings and an insight into your thoughts. I think the nature within an urban situation is very precious, and London is a very green city, and I've been drawing and being inspired by the nature that I've found within the city for many years.
Click the videos to watch more Londoners, and don't forget to subscribe.